Here's what I need right here. A bit of baby powder, some Z-epoxy, once again, GNC Gold Card. The only thing it's worth is for glassing a wing. I certainly don't suggest you go buy one of these to glass a wing though. So, what I do is I take this baby powder. It helps me put on my gloves. That's what that's for. Once you get started on this, you can't quit. Mix up about that much. You don't want to mix up too much. Now I'm finding out with glassing, all the bubbles in this doesn't really make a difference. It's not a big deal because you're going to be squeegeeing them out anyways. But when you stir it, still be careful. The only reason to put extra bubbles in there you don't need to put in. Scrape the sides real good, scrape the bottom. Just make sure it's thoroughly mixed. It would be a nightmare if you were to wait 2 days and it still wasn't dry. Oh, I could just imagine how bad that would be. So let's not even go there and make sure that this is mixed up real thoroughly. Okay, I've already got my glass cut for the wing. Thing I noticed when I did the bottom, now this is the first time I'd ever glassed a wing before, on the leading edge, if it does all this crazy stuff like that, cut it off neatly. That was not very fun. It's going to be really a pain in the butt sanding all this. So cut it off neatly on the leading edge, or don't let it stick to the wing when you go underneath it. So anyway, I got my pieces cut. This is for the back, and this one here is for the front. I believe the front goes just like so. Just like that. So you can always sand it off. I'm not too worried about that. Sanding is not a big deal. Massive pinholes suck though, I'll tell you that. I bought a cowl for an Ultimate that I built a few years ago. An aftermarket one. I'm not going to mention who they were. But it was the worst cowl. I spent $45 for it. It was the worst I have ever seen. I couldn't believe it. And this was before I knew how to do a lot of this stuff. As far as getting rid of pinholes and all that, man, I was frustrated. Get this in position. It had so many pinholes in it that it just took me forever to get rid of those pinholes, and I didn't know how to get rid of pinholes. So I would put that stupid Bondo on there that you use for auto body, and it wasn't even the right stuff. I mean, the Bondo that I used didn't even have hardener with it. So I'd use it, put some on there, and then I'd sand it down. And oh my gosh, the thing took me a week. It was awful. I should have sent it back, but I didn't. I used it, and it turned out really good, but it just took me a long time. even though it's not a big deal. Neither me, I just kind of painting. Let's see if I can prop it up a little bit. Much better. Learn something new every time you do this. Would I rather do this or monocoat? Now, if you're asking me the same question about monocoat versus ultra coat, I'd rather apply ultra coat. I don't care for monocoat very much. There's some guys out there that probably swear by the stuff, but I don't really care for it. I mean, I used monocoat for years. I don't really care for it. I'd rather use ultra coat. It applies much nicer. You can use a higher heat. It also shrinks better than monocoat, and it sticks way better too. Kind of moving this forward a little bit, down the leading edge a little bit. We want to make sure it covers that leading edge. But I've been sitting on this kit for 4 or 5 years now. Well, I got it in 2007, so yeah, it's been six years. And part of the reason was the directions were terrible. I couldn't quite understand them. I studied them and studied them. And it's a really old kit, and you have a one-shot deal at it, you know, and you mess it up, and that's it. And that's one of the reasons why I sat on it for such a long time. And another one is because I was afraid to glass it. You know, if you glass these things and you screw it up, you only got a one-shot deal at it. I was really afraid that I was going to ruin it. So I decided to just go ahead and go for it. You know, what am I going to lose? And I'm glad I did. Glassing isn't as hard as you think. I think I was making a mole or a mountain out of a molehill, and there was no reason for that. Try to just do as neat as you can. Okay, that's on. No more dabbling in it. I've got the next coat to go right now. Time to mix up some more.